What is up, everybody? So today in this video we are going to actually show you guys using our trailer for the first time. So we have stayed in it for the night and we have it hooked up to the truck, but now we're going to see what this garage can do. Hannah, if you want to turn around, we're going to get these two bikes in our garage and we're going to fit them in there nice and snug. There'll be plenty of room because the garage is a 10 by 11, and if you guys have been following the Instagram whatsoever, you'll know we just drove 2,400 miles with them in a 6-foot bed truck. So plenty of room. So first things first, let's just open it up. Now bear with me on this video because this is the first time I'm doing any of this myself, so if I look like a goober, it's because I am. So you spin the key and it unlocks it up top automatically. This is also one of their light doors, so there's no need to actually pull it very hard. You just kind of hold on to it and it comes down. It's got a big old spring inside there. So as you guys can see, it's going to go back up on its own. Now when loading the truck, the bikes, the biggest thing is going to be you need to disconnect your cables here. It's actually really simple. And like I said, the door is going to hold itself up, so there's no struggle there. But you just come up here, it's got a little pin, pull the pin out, boom, that's out. Now, earlier I made the mistake and I didn't pay attention to where this went, and it actually got pinched in between the door. So something to keep in mind is not have it pinched in between the door here. Not to worry about this door. It's got a 1,000-pound capacity, so pretty much anything that's going to go on here, it's going to hold it. Once you get it done, just go ahead and let it drop. Just like that. And now you have your ramp. Now, my experience with toy haulers, because we did have a toy hauler, is that as long as it's hooked up to the truck, it might move a little bit, but it's not going to really affect anything when you're going up on there. Secondly, based off of this angle, I'm comfortable with that. If you guys aren't comfortable with that, I would suggest dropping the jacks in the front so that you can actually lift up a little bit more. My truck's not squatting too bad, so actually this is a pretty good angle for me, and it's something that I'm comfortable with. So next, I'm just going to go ahead and open this up. This might vary depending on your model. Again, we have the Fuzion 369, and this is what our model looks like with the 4-season doors in the back. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Simple Velcro strip, nothing big to that. It comes over, you're just going to pull it on out, just like that, and it'll kind of sit right there out of the way. Again, it's our first time doing it, so I'm hoping that that doesn't swing out on me when I pull the bike in, but I think it should be fine. Not rocket science there. On the inside here, if you want to come in here, I'll show you this. So on this one, because we have the 4-season doors, it's actually going to have a little, I don't know, like a little pull string here, but it's hooked into the wall up here, so it's not going to go anywhere. But pull on that, boom. Now our doors are going to open wide open, and it's going to give me all the room I need. There we go. Now, as you guys can see, plenty of room to get in here. We're definitely going to have enough room for 2 bikes. I haven't decided where I'm going to put each bike, but I'm probably going to figure that out in about 3 seconds. So give us just a second. We're going to clear out some area here, and then we're going to show you guys loading up. The key to getting in the ramp is just to do it. The more you think about it, the more mistakes you're going to make. So honestly, I'm just going to get lined up and then I'm just going to hit it. That's how you do it. Thing to think about too, your bikes are going to be hot if you ride them up in here, so you're going to want to open up your vents. Secondly, if you're tilted, it may be a little difficult once you get your bike in there because the trailer is going backwards. So right there, when I killed the bike, my bike wanted to fall backwards. However, we have this awesome wheel dog. All I do is I hit a button down here, or a switch I should say, a lever, and it's actually going to pull my tire in and nice and tight. So right now, with this setup, don't mind the goofy get off, but the bike's going to hold itself up. So investing in a nice wheel dog also does it. It's about 400 bucks. Now you guys are going to see us get on an Amazon special. It's a $70 wheel dog, so we'll get that guy in there. So we're kind of at an angle. This door wanted to keep shutting on us, so I just went ahead and utilized one of these little straps that was here. That'll hold it out of the way. This bike's much easier to get in because it weighs about 300-400 pounds versus 900-pound big girl. Okay, so I might put this at the end of the video, but just kind of some notes for you guys before I go ahead and strap it down. The straighter the bike and your wheel duck, the better. It's going to be much easier when you're tying things down. Plus, as you're driving down the road, instead of bouncing kind of sideways on the tires, it's going to bounce straight with the trailer. So that's a big thing to think of. Secondly, if you guys have a bike with an alarm system on it, figure out how to put that in transport mode, because you don't want to drive halfway across the country only to find out your battery's dead and you can't drive in the Florida Keys. How do I know that's a possibility? You just have to ask my family. But yeah, so anyway, now I'm gonna go ahead and strap this down. Nothing special about that. I'm new to these tie downs, so I'm gonna see what we can do with them, but we'll make some magic happen. Bit of a bonus for those who are watching this with a bike that has an alarm system, i.e. a Harley Davidson. So I could never figure this out, and for the longest time I would show up with dead batteries everywhere. So the idea is to turn your ignition on, and before the red light that's blinking here turns off, you want to turn the bike back off and then hit both blinkers. Now they all say it's supposed to say in transport mode or something's supposed to come up here. I don't get that message, so for the longest time I didn't know how it worked. Here's the key. When your alarm is on, if you watch the front, it's going to beep twice. 2 beeps, 2 flashes, right? That means your alarm is actually activated. Now what you need is 3 beeps or 3 flashes of your lights to mean that it's in transport mode. So that's how mine works. Even if it doesn't say transport mode, it's in transport mode as long as that's on. So that's just a little bonus for you guys. And I'll go ahead and show you. So you turn it on, turn it off, and you hold down the blinkers for a second, and then you wait, and you should get 3 beeps. So I still got 2 beeps, sorry, but I got 3 flashes of the lights, and that's what matters. Now that the 3 flashes went off, that means the bike is in transport mode, and the sucker can get shooken up, and it's not going to alarm on me. So in this one, I did 4 straps pulling into each other, so they're tied to the same point, basically going inward, holding the bike pretty steady. And Seth's bike, I did 2 straps pulling them forward and 2 straps pulling them back. I'm just trying to test out, see what I like more. You know, to be honest, it's kind of more of a personal preference in that sense, but I think, as you guys can see, both bikes are being held up pretty good, and a lot of that is having a quality wheel drops. Quite simple. You're going to just close everything up. I'm going to have to go on the inside. There's this little strap that you want to do, so from the inside you want to strap, like hook this into your little thing to lock the door closed in place. So we'll do that on the inside. That back. This back. Boom. Then I'm just going to go ahead and strap this guy down. That's going to hold it nice in place. Now we'll back off. Just to make it easy on myself, I'm actually going to put these back in place as I lift it. That way they're not dangling around in there. Again, you pop the pin out. Slide that sucker right through like that. Boom. And then it's not going to fall down. It's going to hold it in place while you come over to the other side. Okay. Kind of one of those things. I think I'm going to get a bungee cord in the future to bungee them together. I've seen other people do that, and it works wonders. So I'm going to get about here, and I'm going to go check my other side. Make sure your door is open. When you close this up, you're going to put a whole lot of force on the inside of that garage, and if you don't have the doors open for the air that's inside the garage to escape, what's going to happen is this is probably not going to lock shut or lock correctly. I don't think you're going to break glass or anything like that, but you obviously want to have a place for that air to escape, so you lock it properly. And when you shut it, you just want to hit the dang thing. Like, just like that. But as you guys can see, we're all locked up. So another very important thing, those windows, they actually slide up, but you want to make sure that they are all down because they don't hold in place very well. So if you're driving down the road, hit a heavy bump, that window will fall and shatter, and you don't want that. Other than that, we're all buttoned up and ready to hit the road.